To make the finest chocolate, we start right here on the farm, harvesting the ripest cacao pods. Every great chocolate story begins here, not in a factory, but in the rich soil of a tropical farm. It all starts here, deep in the rainforest. These vibrant pods hold the secret to great chocolate, and they're almost ready to be picked. These are cacao pods, and inside them are the magic beans that will become the chocolate we love. The farmers use this long tool to reach the highest branches, ensuring only the ripest pods are collected.
Here in the grove, the freshly harvested pods are collected in traditional woven baskets before moving to the next stage.
Harvesting is done by hand, selecting only the pods that are perfectly ripe. Once harvested, the pods are brought here to the splitting station. This is where the fresh beans, covered in their white pulp, are carefully scooped out by hand. Right here at the splitting station, we reveal the cacao beans. They're surrounded by this delicious white pulp, which is crucial for the fermentation process. Inside, we find the cacao beans, surrounded by a sweet white pulp.
Once harvested, the fresh beans, still covered in their white pulp, are carefully scooped into these large wooden boxes.
The next crucial step is fermentation. This is where the true flavor of chocolate begins to develop.
Fermentation is key. The beans rest here for several days, covered in banana leaves, generating their own heat and complex aromas.
For several days, the pulp ferments, creating heat and developing the complex flavor precursors in the beans.
Once harvested, the beans are carefully placed in these wooden boxes for fermentation, a crucial step.
From fermentation, we transition to the drying patio. Spreading the beans evenly ensures they dry perfectly under this beautiful... After fermentation, the beans must be dried to lock in the flavor and prepare them for their long journey.
After fermentation, the beans are carefully spread out on these patios to dry in the sun. This meticulous...
Once the fermentation is complete, we bring the beans here to the drying patio. We carefully rake them to ensure perfectly dried. They now look and sound a bit more like the ingredient we recognize.
From the drying patios, the fermented and dried beans are packed into burlap sacks, preserving their quality before they head to the factory for roasting.
From the drying patio, the cacao beans are meticulously sorted, bagged, and then moved by cart to the main...
We follow the journey from the farm, through fermentation, and now into the heart of the factory for tempering and molding. From the farm, the beans arrive here at our factory, where the next stage of their transformation begins: quality control.
Quality control is vital. Here in the lab, every single bean is meticulously checked on this light table before we approve the batch for roasting. Every single batch is tested to ensure it meets our exacting standards for flavor and quality.
From fermentation, the beans are brought here to the roasting area. This crucial step is where the unique aroma and taste of our chocolate is born. Once approved, the beans are ready for roasting. Once fermented and dried, the beans arrive here for roasting. This critical step develops the rich chocolatey flavors we all love. Here in the roasting area, we carefully monitor the temperature. When the roast is perfect, the beans cascade into the...
Roasting is where the magic really happens, unlocking over 400 distinct flavor compounds. Once cooled, the beans begin their journey up the conveyor system towards winnowing, where we separate the shell from the prized cocoa nibs inside.
Next, we need to separate the precious part of the bean, the nib, from its outer shell.
Here at the winnower, we carefully monitor the separation process to ensure only the finest nibs move forward.
The winnowing process is crucial. As you can see, the machine expertly separates the beans into these wonderful nibs and the lighter husks. The winnowing machine separates the shells, leaving us with these beautiful, pure cacao nibs. This is the heart of the chocolate. These are cacao nibs, Pure, unadulterated chocolate in its most basic form. Now we grind the nibs for hours, sometimes days, until the friction and pressure release the cocoa butter, creating a thick, dark liquid called chocolate liquor.
This is the cocoa liquor, the heart of our chocolate. It travels through this intricate piping system towards the conching and tempering machines.
Now we come to the crucial conching process. The mixture is for hours in these massive tanks. Here we introduce other ingredients depending on the type of chocolate we are making.
The conching process is critical. We slowly introduce the finest sugar.
Welcome back to the mixing area. This is where the magic truly happens, as we refine the cocoa liquor in these state-of-the-art conching machines.
But mixing isn't enough. To get that silky smooth texture, the chocolate must be conched.
Conching. During conching, the mixture is constantly stirred and refined. Our team carefully monitors the viscosity.
This process refines the particles and develops the final flavor. It's a test of patience. From the conche, the velvety smooth liquid chocolate begins its journey through the pipes towards the tempering stage. We have flavor, we have texture, but now we need the most important thing for a chocolate bar.
To achieve that perfect snap and gloss finish, the chocolate undergoes precise tempering.
Tempering is a precise science of heating and cooling to create the perfect crystal structure in the cocoa butter.
Once perfectly tempered, the glorious chocolate flows smoothly into the molds, preparing for the final cooling stage. After tempering, the liquid chocolate arrives at the molding line. The empty molds are carefully placed on the conveyor and
The mesmerizing flow of tempered chocolate fills the molds with precision before heading to the cooling tunnel.
The filled molds then pass onto the vibrating table, which gently shakes out any remaining air bubbles before they enter the cooling stage. A quick shake to remove any imperfections, ensuring that every bar is perfectly smooth and flawless before it heads into the cooling tunnel.
And then it's off to the cooling tunnel.
once molded, the liquid chocolate enters this cooling tunnel, a critical step to achieving that perfect snap and glossy finish.
Inside, cold air circulates, solidifying the chocolate into its final form. After the tempering process, the liquid chocolate is poured into molds and sent through the cooling tunnel. After the chocolate is perfectly tempered, it's poured into molds and rapidly cooled. Here at the demolding station, and here we have the finished product, fresh from the molds. Look at that perfect shine. The cooling process is crucial for the perfect gloss, and listen to this. Hear that? That's the sound of perfectly tempered chocolate. After cooling, the chocolate bars travel down this high-speed conveyor directly to our packaging team, ensuring perfect presentation every time.
Here on the packaging line, our team works with precision, sliding the final sleeves onto the foil-wrapped bars before they head to boxing.
Our dedicated team carefully inspects each gift box. This meticulous attention to detail is what sets our chocolate apart.
And here we have it, the culmination of our journey. From the farm to this beautiful package, it's ready for you to enjoy. From a simple bean to a beautiful bar, the journey is almost complete.
Here at the boxing station, the finished chocolate bars are carefully inspected and placed into their final packaging before being shipped out. Finally, the finished chocolate bars arrive at the boxing station, where they are carefully packed and prepared for shipment around the world. Once packaged, the chocolate heads to our expansive warehouse. The logistics team ensures every box is accounted for.
All that's left is to get this chocolate out into the world.
Once packaged, every box is scanned into our inventory system for precise tracking and quality control. Once packaged, the chocolate arrives here at the warehouse, where our team carefully organizes and prepares it for distribution. Once packaged, the chocolate is carefully moved to the warehouse, ready for distribution.
Our logistics team ensures that every pallet of premium chocolate is stored and transported with the utmost care.
From the farm to the factory, and finally to our customers, our dedicated warehouse team prepares the finished premium chocolate for delivery. From the warehouse loading bay, our freshly made chocolate is carefully loaded onto our delivery trucks, ready to be distributed to retailers far and wide. Once packaged, our logistics team ensures the chocolate is precisely stacked and ready for shipment.
It's this dedication at every stage that brings our premium chocolate directly from the farm to your table.
So the next time you enjoy a piece of chocolate, remember the incredible journey it took.
From a flower on a tree, through the hands of dedicated people, all the way to you. And with the final quality checks complete, our premium chocolate is ready to be delivered fresh to you.
It begins here at the farm with the ripe pods. After careful fermentation and roasting, we rigorously test. I'm excited to guide you through the process, starting here at the farm with this beautiful cacao pod.